is in your brain. You're imagining it. Again, I'm not.
Hello, everyone. Welcome again to K Podcast. So today I am doing a reaction to Abba and Preach reaction video to I think a conservative podcast that they had, and they had this topic about divorce, and why people should just stick around and deal with whatever they have going on in a marriage and not file for divorce. But the topic, what I also found out, the hypocrisy of this particular topic was that these men that were on this particular panel, because I did watch it, these men that were on this particular panel were saying like if you're getting abused, like if you're getting hands put on you, you should literally stick it out for the marriage and not divorce and all of that. Deal with it. It's like, oh, if you're getting a divorce, you're weak. And I'm like listening to those men, and I'm like, is this what some women go through, that the whole gaslighting phase? Because I have never faced this, but I've seen people close to me that have gone through this, like firsthand gone through this, Me, I don't think I'm lucky enough not to face it. I feel like I have a special kind of standard for myself that I don't even put myself in such situations. One being, if you are anyway kind of aggressive, the time I was single, I would not even pay you dust. I was not attracted to men that were very, very aggressive. I was not attracted to men like that. So I always had, uh, when I was dating, I was always very in the lookout for all of that kind of behavior because, to be sincere with you, I myself am somebody that have a little bit of a hot temper. So it wouldn't fly. I mean, like literally wouldn't fly. I'm not somebody that sticks around for that kind of behavior. In fact, if you even say something the wrong way, I'm somebody that would just leave. I would just leave. So this is a reaction video to this particular topic, and I'm gonna be bringing this video up here right now, and I'm going to be coming back with my perspective on this. So I want you guys to please pay attention to what these guys are saying, especially in the other podcasts. And also, I'm going to also talk about, give you also my own commentary on the issue. And then we will come back. Let me just bring it up here.
The capacity to do that for some reason, I don't know.
Hold on. Let me just start it.
If there's someone that's very, very young, might be really religious and like values marriage a lot and goes into a marriage and has kids, they're like 18, 19, 20, and then a year into the relationship, it gets really, really.
From
Would
who?
you? From both.
This is so rare.
Anyone
So
really.
rare.
I mean, it happens.
Go on.
My point is, I'm just, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. First thing first, he's saying it's so rare if they are in a marriage or something. It's so rare. It's not rare. There are a lot of things that are happening out here. Like I've literally seen it with my eyes, even growing up, seeing a woman get knocked out because of the husband was abusive, and she stayed in that relationship. I've seen women literally lose their life in a marriage because they wouldn't leave that marriage because they thought they will be breaking the bond with God or whatever, or because of religion and all of that. And they stayed in that abusive relationship until they lost their lives. So, no, it's not very rare like that. It's going on, like especially when it came to the coronavirus time. If you guys remember, the rate of domestic violence literally skyrocketed the time we had lockdown. People thought that they were going to be having baby boom because of the lockdown, the time we had the lockdown, but there was no baby boom. Instead, what we had was domestic violence boom. So him coming out and saying it's very rare, no, I don't think it's that rare. If a lot of people are coming out and going to homes where you see women literally running over there and taking shelter because the person that they're with are terrible, and they might, if they don't leave, they're gonna literally lose their lives. So I'm gonna bring this right back up again.
It might be rare from what you guys think.
It is.
If it would happen, what would you recommend for those people to do? Would they divorce, or do you want them to keep going in the relationship?
Keep going. You can't divorce. I mean, that's not a real thing. You can separate. See, his Catholic background shines through. He knows. You can't divorce. You can separate, but you.
Hold on. Also, one thing I want to add is, why is it that when it comes to abusing women, people like bringing up religion? And like, oh, look at what the Bible said. The Bible was written by a man. I'm sorry. Every religion on this planet was made by a man. So that's why I'm not somebody that believes in all of that shenanigans. I don't believe in any kind of religion, because this is the thing. If you look at all of these religions, they mostly benefit men. They never benefit women in any way. So what kind of God wants to benefit mostly men, but women should just, oh my God, yeah. And also with the Bible thing, I don't know if there is any page in the Bible that says, yes, you should go ahead and put hands on the woman that you're married to, by the way. I've never seen that page. I've never heard about that page where you can use hands. If any of you have seen it, please let me know in the commentary section, because I feel like whenever a man wants to get away with some gaslighting behavior or get away with some things that are not usual, they come up with, oh, but the religion said this because it was written by a man. So I really, really don't care about it, to be sincere.
Real thing.
Even though it might be like physically abusive.
You got to endure. People are too.
You want to stick into the
People
relationship.
are
is
just.
supposed-
I mean, look,
people
I'm gonna be
nowadays
honest.
are just pussies. Everybody fucking quits.
But if you're looking for me, I'll be in my home space over here.
What, you're not willing to endure this?
Yeah, I'm divorcing this subject.
So
Think
you
of-
have to endure. I understand the sentiment that people feel like folks divorce too easily and for the wrong reasons. Okay, I understand, and I can even get behind that sentiment to a degree.
But also, people marry for the wrong reason and too easily. But go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say, beating your wife is a good reason for a divorce. I like, you can say, okay, well, I stuck through it and we figured out, and maybe you have, but expecting other people who are getting their ass beat to stay in a marriage where they're getting beaten up is crazy. Endure. People quit too easily nowadays. What? That's a response to somebody who's being physically beaten by their partner? You know, they sit here and they talk about single parent households this, single parent households that. Do you think it's good to raise a child?
In a violent environment, that's even worse.
Everybody fucking quits. Everybody gives up. It's too hard.
That's another thing I want to talk about. And there was a part where these guys actually said, oh, I've seen somebody that is close to me go through all of that. Their parents went through all of that. Later on, it became better. The kids grow up okay. No, the kids are not going to grow up okay. You've literally mentally distracted those kids. Now, what do you think your daughters are going to be? Imagine having daughters and you're the dad and you putting hands on your wife all the time. Your daughters, if they go out and get into a relationship and a man treats them like that, worse, they might think that is normal. They might actually expect that kind of behavior, which is very problematic for the children. So for people that think staying together even when you're being abused is better than a divorce because of the kids, I understand a lot of people want to stay together because of the kids. I have seen people that say they're going to stay together because of the kids. They stick together because of the kids, because they want to make sure that they raise the kids right. But being physically abused by your partner is not going to put your kids in a very good mental situation. That's my opinion. It's not going to make them grow up to be better. It's going to put some kind of mindset, especially in the boys. God forbid, let's say for the boys, they grow up and they hate that behavior. That's the best thing that can happen in that scenario, that they grow up and have a disdain. Because don't forget, if they have a disdain for that kind of character, they will have a disdain for their father. They will have a disdain for the father. They will have a disdain for the person that was putting hands on the other person. And in the other scenario, let's say they grow up and the worst happens and they think that is exactly how they're supposed to treat women. Now what? Now what? So let me continue this video.
Special, so I can fuck up this entire situation.
Environment, that's even worse.
Everybody fucking quits. Everybody gives up. It's too hard. I'm this XYZ. This is why I'm special, so I can fuck up this entire situation.
Or maybe the person who fucked up and gave up is the person who beat their partner. Is that not a possibility?
If my daughter was in a relationship with a guy and she gets married to him and he starts abusing her a year into it.
No. Wait.
Oh my God. Also, we got to restart and we want to do the work. Okay.
Time out.
No way. There's no way.
Time out.
Wait a minute. So it got to that guy's turn and he was like, you know what? If somebody did that to my daughter, he was going to take action by literally killing the guy. And I'm like, oh, so when it's your kid, all of a sudden you have feelings, you have emotion, you have pain. But if it's somebody else's daughter, oh, endure. Are you kidding me? Sometimes when I listen to podcasts like this, I'm like, are you sure some of these people have are literally listening to themselves. And I think I'm gonna be doing more of this podcast reaction, because if I'm watching it, I'm definitely gonna be sharing it in my channel, because there are some insane things that some men in this YouTube space say that you literally scratch your head and you're like, what, is he really saying this out of his mouth, or am I insane? Because there's some really insane things that men in YouTube, especially these alpha men, all these men that are talking about no fault divorce, all these men that want women to be in abusive relationship, all these men that think that, you know, women should be submissive all the time, and all of that. And I'm gonna be doing seriously, I'm gonna be doing a lot more reaction videos from now and on, because this is insane when you go through all these spaces. And even some women literally on this YouTube space would actually side with the man. And I'm like, are you kidding me? So let me continue what this video over here. You guys
should endure.
Before we start, you guys, please don't forget to press that like button, subscribe, and let's continue this video.
Time out.
No way.
Time
There's
out.
no way.
Time out. So when it's your daughter kill him, no, she should endure. But when it's other people, they shouldn't get divorced. What?
So if you're
Cards.
so you see how they have different rules for the women in their lives, but for the women at general that they're not connected to, who they don't have to have
Cards.
any empathy for, they're saying endure.
Cards.
Man says, oh no. But if it's your daughter, you're going to murder her.
You're gonna murder him.
This is the time when conservatives just sound retarded. Okay, repeats the word. That's crazy.
So, doctor, so I have to explain. Endure.
Yeah.
Okay, you're being a pussy right now. 2 Tylenols, a glass of water, go to sleep. Endure. Okay, it's normal.
Man got a whole kidney infection.
It's normal. Okay, petty, yes, but
I'm gonna be showing up.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna stand here and be like, I am a big fan of Abba and Preach, all of that, blah, blah, blah. Yes, there are many topics that they talk about, and their insight is true. And I absolutely agree with what they talk about. But there are also some scenarios that Abba and Preach also discuss about that I totally disagree with. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. No. So I'm not like in total cohesive in this particular, yeah, I'm a big fan. No, there are topics that they talk about that I'm definitely like, I disagree. And this particular topic in general is a topic that I absolutely agree with them, because, hey, if it were your sister, you're talking about you would take action, but every other woman that are in that kind of relationship should endure getting hands put on them. Okay. And you know the worst part of this particular video is when they asked him about what if she cheats. All of a sudden, this man in this, like, the hypocrisy is out of hand. I'm not even gonna go there. It is out of hand. This man in this panel, when they talked about if she cheated on you, and all of a sudden they changed their mind, they didn't want to endure anymore. They're like, you know what, divorce. You know what, we're gonna get to that panel. Let me just continue.
That's what I would do. I also would not, if I didn't have the capacity to do that for some reason, I don't know, I wouldn't want my daughter in that situation, frankly. And I understand the argument to endure, because I have people close to me who grew up in abusive households, and it lasted for periods of time, and it was a phase, and they endured through it, and they ended up raising healthy, successful families.
What about if two people get...
Okay, first of all, I don't think that family was healthy and successful. They ended up raising a healthy, successful family. No, those children are scared for life. The sons probably, if maybe, let's say society have a lucky charm, some of the sons, or maybe the son in that family, will not behave like his father. But if he does not behave like his father, he will have disdain, because that means he have an understanding of actually what abuse is. He will have a disdain for his dad, or whomever was putting hands on the other person in that relationship. He will have a disdain. And worst case scenario, he will think that that is how you behave. He will think that that is how a man is supposed to treat a woman. And let's say there are daughters in that family. They will look at it worst case scenario, they get into a very, toxic relationship like that and think, hey, that is how a woman is supposed to be treated. Like, I don't understand. Some people, they, you know what? Let's just continue.
Married, have a kid, and then the wife starts cheating. Do you think they should divorce?
Absolutely.
They should divorce them?
Jesus himself
You don't
said.
think
But it wasn't
Jesus,
an
hold on, hold on.
adultery.
Jesus
And you
himself
could like
said.
work things through, right?
Jesus himself said in
Okay, now we're talking about Jesus. So he don't come up and bring up the Bible. Jesus himself said. So tell me where Jesus himself said put hands on the wife or be toxic and be abusive to your partner. Because I didn't hear your Jesus talking about that. But all of a sudden we're going to quote the Bible and talk about Jesus himself said. But show me where it was shown also in your Bible that Jesus himself said you should be putting hands on your partner. Like, the hypocrisy is out of hand. Like, nah, this is total gaslighting. Total gaslighting.
cases of adultery, divorce is
So you think that
permissible.
divorce is worse than physical abuse?
Yeah, she got him there. She got him there.
All this time, they're Catholics, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
You notice the whole endure thing goes right out the window when it's cheating. You can beat your partner, work it out, but if they cheat on you, it's a wrap. If your sister, okay, was like, or somebody in your life was in a relationship or a marriage, and you found out they were being cheated on, you'd probably be upset. If you found out they were getting their ass beaten, wouldn't you have a completely different reaction? Which one would you be like, I'm a killer? Like, cheating is a thing that happens. Don't endure it. Get out of the relationship, fine. But your loved one is beaten?
Like, yeah.
And then the guy goes to the girl, yo, what up, baby girl? So, would you rather me cheating on you or beating the fuck out of you? Choose, because it's happening now.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy to me that these guys are just sitting here like side dick unacceptable, but side punches are fine. You know, take a right hook. Like, I don't know. To me, it's just crazy. What about cheating? No, gotta go. She gotta go. What happened to your endure philosophy? What happened? I guess your emotions are more important than her physical body.
True. I mean, when it comes to cheating, they're like, oh my God, she cheated on me. Oh, that's the worst thing. Like, wasn't probably, what is it called? Messy Things last time in a podcast. You know, Messy Things. She'd be out there. Why is it that women act as if, men cheating on them is the worst thing they can ever do. It's like the worst crime a man can ever, commit. But you literally sit down here and hear other men talk about if she cheat on you, divorce. But they are also saying in the same sentence that, hold on a second, but putting hands on somebody, you should stick around because, people that are out here, divorcing the abusive partners are pussies. Like, they're literally saying you weak for divorcing somebody putting hands on you. So you should stay strong until the day you go 6 feet under, because that is where it normally ends for many people that go through a divorce, go through a very toxic relationship. Now, Mrs. Messy Things, I do understand that nowadays she's been catching fire, and I'm not even going to tell you guys what's been going on in that other realm over there with Mrs. Messy Things over there. People calling her out with their R word, calling her the race, the Jesus. They calling her all kind of that. And most of the men that put batteries on her back, and she brought that, that guy, what is his name? That came out and talked about he does not stand for interracial relationship. And I was kind of surprised. Like, a Messy Things was up there. Like, I saw that. I can't tell you guys how many times I watched that video just to get a confirmation. Like, looking at that Messy Things, agreeing with this guy for every ish that this guy was spewing. Like, I'm not even joking with you. She even talked about slavery. It wasn't that bad. Some people actually liked it. I'm like, girl, do you know your audience? Do you know the people that have been putting the battery on your back for you to talk ish about women and call other women fat? Do you know the people that have been putting this battery on your back, like literally sending you money? And you're gonna stand over here and tell when I heard that part, I said, I know she's gonna catch hands. I know they're gonna go after her. Until this day, I don't think Messy Things have been catching a break. She's not been catching a break. A lot of people have been going after Messy Things. Like the women in that particular genre, yeah, they're going after her too. Many people are going after Messy Things because of that. Not everybody hated being a slave thing. So yeah, she catching hands. She catching topics over there. But this is the thing. This is the thing that I have a problem with that Messy Things of a lady. Is the fact that she would say, if he cheat on you, accept it. It's not the biggest crime he's ever committed. But here in this particular video, you hear this man talking about divorce. If she cheat on you, divorce. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna say this. You guys let me know what you think in the commentary section of this video. Don't forget to press the like button, subscribe, and I will see you all on the next one. From now on, I'll be doing also reaction videos to other people's topic. Now, with that being said, have a great day and goodbye.